So if interest rates come down, does that mean that real estate is about to take off and fly off the shelves again? I'm going to give you a contrarian point of view of why that may not be the case. So let's assume, first of all, there's a lot of talk that come September, the Fed will lower the interest rate. Well, first thing is to understand is when the Fed lowers the interest rate, that doesn't mean that you and I get better financing or get a lower interest rate. That means that the big institutions, et cetera, that they get better interest rates and there's more money, quote unquote, and liquidity in the system. Now, all that has to go through for it to get to me and you, for me and you to possibly get a lower interest rate. Now, here's the thing, though. The thing is that normally, and if this had happened, months back, I would have said, hey, listen, we got enough backup demand, et cetera, that if they lower the interest rates, people are going to buy, and that's going to really pick up the housing market. Now, I do think that it will pick it up some, but here's the other point of view. The other point of view for that is the affordability factor. Even with the rates coming down some, the affordability factor is not going to be great. And that means that we would need prices to come down as well. So at least in the areas that I service, we're seeing more inventory, but we're not seeing a lot. And we're seeing sellers, if they can't get prices or something in the ballpark of what they're looking for, they're just taking their homes off the market because a lot of sellers already have these really great interest rates, right? They're in that 2-3% stuff. They've refinanced all of this stuff, all of the things, as they say under that term, are favorable to keep them comfortable and to stay in their home. So they're not necessarily looking to refinance, sell out of a 2% interest rate to then go buy something and at a 6.5 or a 6% interest rate. There's not a lot of incentive there. So that means that prices are going to have to come down along with the interest rates coming down to get an affordability factor that starts to really move the market again. Now, is that possible? Or could I be wrong? Of course, I could be. And of course, that may not happen. But I have to tell you that you are seeing, although you're seeing price reductions and you're seeing stuff happen in the market, you're not seeing it on a drastic level. You're not seeing on a drastic level. You are seeing people just pull their homes off the market. They'll just say they'll wait because they're comfortable in their payment. They're comfortable in their payment. So keep an eye out for that, both buyers and sellers. So for my sellers, though, I'm going back to what I was saying to you guys months ago, is that you put your home on the market if you're really ready to sell and you have a need to sell. And then we have to do whatever we have to do to get you into escrow, right? If you're a buyer, at the end of the day, you need to get into the market, and you need to get into the market just with something that is affordable for you. Something you can pay for monthly, because once you get in, you're fine, right? Once you get in, you're fine. Don't wait for the market to crash. Don't wait for How long have you been waiting? How long have you been waiting? How long have you thought about buying a home? Did not buy it. And what was the price of the homes when you were thinking about it, and what are the prices now? Right? That equity you could have been getting instead of paying someone else's equity and building someone else's family wealth and generational wealth. So, that being said, keep in touch. Stay on our channel. We're here to help. God bless you. Take care. And the Elgin Plow Walker team loves to serve.